Does God predetermine our ends? Let us dive into a topic that has been debated for centuries. Does God predetermine our ends? It's a question that's deeply philosophical and has implications for how we view our own lives and the choices we make in the world. Some people believe that everything that happens in our life is predetermined by God, while others argue that we have free will and the power to make choices that shape our lives. So, let's explore this topic and see where the evidence leads us. First, let's talk about natural laws of cause and effects. We live in a world where actions have consequences. When we make choices, we have to deal with the fallout of those choices. For example, if we decide to eat unhealthy food every day, we may suffer from health problems down the line. This is the natural law of cause and effect at work. It means that our actions have a direct impact on our lives. Similarly, the law of sowing and reaping tells us that we reap what we sow. If we sow positive action, we will reap positive outcome. And we sow negative action, we will reap negative outcome. This law highlights the fact that we have control over our lives and the choices we make. Now, let's talk about the concept of free will. Free will means that we have the power to make choices that shape our lives. We are not robots programmed to do certain things, but we are human beings with the capacity to think, to reason, and to make choices. We are not bound by fate or destiny. We have the power to create our own destiny. Of course, with free will comes responsibility. When we make choices, we have to take responsibility for the outcome of those choices. We can't just attribute to God or blame fate for the things that happens to us, even if we are the one that caused those things. We have to own up our choices and take responsibility for the consequences of our actions, both the good ones and the bad ones. Believing that our lives are predetermined by God can be a dangerous belief, honestly. It can lead us to give up on taking responsibility for our lives and our choices. If we believe that everything that happens to us is God's will, we may not take the step necessary to improve our lives or make positive changes because it is the will of God. We may feel like we are helpless pawns in a bigger game, whereas we are actually active participants in our own life. So understand, while they believe that our life is predetermined by God may provide comfort to some. It is not a helpful, accurate view of the world. We live in a world where our actions have consequences and we have the power to make choices that shape our lives. Believing in free will means taking responsibility for our choices, both good and bad. So, friends, let's embrace our power to create our own destiny and make choices that lead us to a better life.